Well, hi everyone, welcome to the yoga space online. This is Beginner's Vinyasa Flow. And today I'm going to look at a sequence with lots of eagle pose arms, eagle arms, Garandasana pose. And a sequence that sort of works around this area, the shoulders and the upper back. Tends to get very tight. I certainly get a lot of tension there, especially if we've been sitting or working from home at a desk. It's quite nice to really concentrate on opening out this area. So as always, with this Vinyasa flow class, we're guided by the breath, and it's the breath that takes us into the poses and guides us through the sequence. So we're always really focusing on the breath. That's the number one. And also the breath is a really good indicator if we're perhaps straining a little bit, if the breath feels a little bit out of rhythm. It's a good indicator maybe to step back from the pose. As always, do what you can and rest when you need to. Yoga is really about listening, tuning in, amongst many other things, but it really teaches us to be aware of how we're feeling. So if we're feeling not quite right, or we want to just take a little bit of time out, please feel you can do so. We're starting in a comfortable sitting position, sitting on a block or a blanket or a cushion, just to lift the hips up. And you can come into a comfortable cross-legged or just something that feels stable, where the legs can settle on the mat and the spine can lengthen. So that's why we lift the hips a little bit. So a nice soft lengthening, and perhaps roll the shoulders back a few times actually. And just find a bit of mobility in the shoulders. And then come to settling, a settled position. Feeling the length at the back of the neck. And take a moment to find a stillness. And once your body has settled, closing the eyes. And take a few moments in this stillness. A pause. And within this pause, take your awareness to a sound perhaps outside of your room, or something that you can hear or notice. Something other than my voice, perhaps. And if you're in a very quiet space, it might take some real concentration to find the noise, the sound. And listen to that sound as it comes and goes. And then bringing the focus into your body, inside, in your space. And maybe concentrate on your breath. or a sound or a movement within your body. And notice how you're feeling today. And bring the focus to the breath. Take a few moments with the breath coming in and out of the body. Breath leading the practice. Enjoying your hour of yoga and your practice today. Opening the eyes. Exhale. As you inhale, opening the arms out wide and lifting the chest, lifting the heart. As you exhale, crossing the right arm over the left and just holding onto the shoulders, and just give yourself a sort of little hug or move from side to side. Or moving round. Finding a bit of mobility in that upper back. And coming back to center. And on your next inhale, opening the arms out, lifting the heart. And exhale, left arm goes on top this time. And the same thing, just have a really good wriggle and move around. Moving the upper back and the shoulder girdle. Do what feels good. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale, open, expand, lift. Exhale, bring the right arm over the top this time and bring it to the shoulders. And just take a few breaths here. You might feel the breath going a little bit into that back body, perhaps. Couple more breaths. One more. Next inhale, open up the arms again. Lift and open. And exhale, left over right this time. Taking the shoulders and breathing here. Keeping the back of the neck nice and long. So perhaps the eyes come down a little bit, depending on where your screen is. Breathing here. And feeling the body alive with the breath. One more. Next inhale, open the arms out and bring the hands down. Bringing the right hand to the left knee and taking the other hand just gently behind you, breathing in, lengthening as you breathe out, just opening up that back shoulder, the left shoulder. So it's really a gentle twist. Taking a few breaths here, thinking about rotating from the waist. Deep breaths. And on your next exhale, come round through the center. And taking the left hand to the opposite knee and the other fingertips behind, and breathing here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, a really gentle rotation. Exhale back to center. So coming onto all fours, taking your block out from underneath you, spreading the fingers, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, lengthening, and pressing the tops of the feet into the mat to really engage the legs. And cat-cow. So breathing in, lifting pelvis, lifting the heart. Breathing out, chin to chest, pushing up between the shoulder blades. Breathing in to lift. Lift the pelvis, lift the heart. Keep the feet pressing. Exhale, chin to chest. And again, breathing in, lift. And breathing out to curve. Good. A couple more times with your breath. Scoop the belly in and up. Inhale, lift. And exhale. And come back to a nice neutral spine, a tabletop. And we'll just take some circles. So circle any one way, round with the hips. And you'll find as you're doing it, your whole body really gets involved and the breath is leading, and it becomes a bit of a fluid movement. So you can get into any niggly bits that feel like you want to take a bit of a moment. Nice and free, nice and easy, and guided with the breath. Good. And coming back to center, if you've been going one way, you might want to go the other way. Starting with a circle, but then just having a good old wiggle around and move on your mat. Whatever feels good. And slowly and gradually bring this movement back to center. Take a breath and exhale. So breathe in, lift the heart, lift the tail. As you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips high up and back into downward facing dog. So the knees can be really nice and soft. Spread your fingers, hands shoulder width, feet hip width, and take a few breaths here, perhaps pedaling out the feet, one heel, then the other heel. Just feeling good and breathing. Engaging the belly. Keeping the length in the back of the neck. So try and let the head look, the eyes look back. And we'll lower the knees. Inhale, lifting pelvis, lifting heart. And going up again, exhale, downward dog. And this time, you might find a stillness in the pose where you can breathe. Knees can be soft, that's absolutely fine. And heels might not go very close to the floor at all, but one more breath. Lowering the knees. Good. Inhale, bring the top of the head forwards to engage the arms, bring the weight forwards. Just bend the elbows so the arms point back for a moment, just to strengthen up the arms. Good. And come back up to all fours. Breathing in, lengthen the head forwards. Exhale, this time bend the elbows back, squeezing them into the body, sliding down onto your mat. Slide the legs back. Squeeze the elbows in, press the tops of the feet into the mat, engage the legs, and inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale, lower. Rolling back over the knees. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly and gently walking the feet to the front of the mat. Knees can be really soft. When you're at the front of the mat, bring the fingertips to the mat or the hands to the legs or to your block if you've got it handy, and take an inhale and lengthen the spine. Look forward. Exhale, folding down. Breathing in, lift the arms up, 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 up in one piece. Exhale, hands down, mountain pose, Tadasana. Step to the front of the mat. Really press the feet into the mat. Spread the toes to engage the legs. Lift up through the belly. We'll do a couple of sun salutes. Breathing in. Lift the arms. As you breathe out, folding down from the hips, bend the knees as much as you need to, hands to legs or floor. Inhale, lengthen spine, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands down and step back to all fours. Inhale, lengthening again through the top of the head, bring the weight forwards. Exhale, lower down. Try and keep those elbows in. Slide the legs back. Squeezing the elbows. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Rolling back over the knees, tucking the toes. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Deep breaths. Smooth breaths in and out through the nose. One more breath. And walk the feet forwards to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Send the arms out to the side and inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down. Mountain pose. breathing into lift. Same again. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen spine, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to all fours. Inhale, lengthen out through the top of the head. Exhale, lowering down. Slide the legs back. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Inhale, lift cobra. Exhale, lower. Rolling back over the knees, tucking the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. One more breath. And have a look where you're going between the hands and walk the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen spine, look forward. Exhale, folding down, belly in and up. Inhale, lifting up, up. Exhale, hands down. One more. Breathing into lift. Breathing out, fold. Inhale, lengthen spine, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to all fours. Good. Breathing in, lengthen, belly in and up. As you exhale, lower down, bend the elbows back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Back over the knees. Breathing in, tuck the toes. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Breathing here. You can always lower the knees in this pose. It's a strong pose, especially on the wrists. So, always an option to lower the knees here. Next breath, walking the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhale, hands down. Just take a moment here in mountain pose, noticing a lift of energy. Maybe the breathing's got a bit deeper. Body's starting to feel a bit stronger and energized. We'll do one more variation on that sun salute. Just breathing in, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen spine, look forward. Exhale, step back to all fours. And this time we're stepping the right foot between the hands. So give it a hand if you need to, but make sure the knee is above the ankle. Really feel the belly engage, almost as if you're squeezing the legs together. And we inhale, open that heart again, like at the beginning of class. And then exhale, left arm goes over right and come to your shoulders again. So take a few breaths here. If it feels good and okay, perhaps bringing the backs of the arms together Lifting up. Or maybe even binding the hands. Or just staying here and breathing for a few breaths, whatever feels good in your body. Good. Opening up the back of the shoulders here. One more breath. And on your next inhale, open the arms. And then lift them up, lift. And try and draw the shoulders down the back. And breathe here, Anjaneyasana. One more. Exhale, hands down, coming back to all fours. We'll go straight to the other side. So the left foot comes through between the hands. Straighten up, squeeze the pelvis. Inhale, lift up, pressing into the front foot, open the heart. As you exhale, bring the right arm over the top and come to shoulders. Stay there, breathe. Or perhaps lifting the backs of the arms up so they connect. Eagle arms, Garandasana arms. Breathing here. Good. One more. Inhale, open the heart and lift up. Anjaneyasana, strong legs. Drawing the shoulders down the back. Breathing. Exhale, hands down, all fours. So just staying here and breathing, or if you wish to, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lowering down. Slide the legs back. Breathing in, cobra. Breathing out. Rolling back over the knees. Staying here if you wish to, or if it feels good, tucking the toes. Downward facing dog. Good. Walking the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen spine, look forward. Exhale, fold. Breathing in, lifting all the way up, up, up. Exhale. Tadasana, mountain pose. So a few standing postures now. You're going to step back with your left leg into a lunge. So you might need to slide the toes back or adjust, or if you're feeling a bit wobbly, hold on to your sofa or something, but try and find a nice stability where the knee is over the ankle once more, hips facing forwards, good. Breathing in, lifting up, lunge warrior, push out through that back heel. Exhale. Breathing in, lift. As you breathe out, the arms are going to come out and wide, almost like your wings coming down and the back knee bends, and inhale, lift. So again, this can be really nice and free. Exhale, using the breath in your body, enjoying moving in the space. One more, exhale, arms down. Good. Breathing in, lift the arms, come back to your lunge. Breathing out, bring the hands down now, either side of your front foot. Now you can lower the back knee if that feels better. Or if you're feeling strong and it feels okay, inhale, lift the right fingertips up for a twist. So back knee can lower if you need to. Stay there for a couple of breaths and breathe. Exhale, bring that hand down and come back to this lunge, so lifting the back knee. Now turning the back heel, the left heel in about 45 degrees. You might even bring your foot slightly closer to the front foot. Really press into the feet and lift up, warrior one. Bend into that front knee. Good. Try and direct it towards the little toe, rather it might want to roll in. Strong back leg and breathe. We're keeping the arms wide here for today. Good. Bringing the hands down to the waist and bring the weight forward. So lift the back heel and step that back foot in a couple of feet. So there's about 3 foot between your feet and the back heel is turned in. Draw that right hip back. Bring the hands to the waist and squeeze the elbows together. Lift the heart. Stay there and breathe, pressing into the feet. Or if you feel okay on the next exhale, folding down, perhaps to halfway. If it feels good, maybe folding a little bit further over that front leg. You might even want to bring the hands down, the fingertips either side of the front foot. Parsvottanasana. Stay there and breathe, drawing that right hip back, strong legs. So there can be a little micro bend in the knees. One more breath. Inhale, coming back, up. Transferring the weight into the front foot and really engage that right leg as you lift the left knee, flexing the left foot, holding onto the knee or holding onto something if you're a bit wobbly. Good. Take a breath there. Good. So now the left leg crosses over the front of the right. Crosses over the front there. Good. And you'll bend the knees a little bit. So rest your toe on the mat. Inhale, open the arms, open the heart. Exhale, bring the right arm over the top and coming to your shoulders again. Good. And again, open up. Lift and open the arms. Exhale, sink the hips down and bring that right arm over. Sink the hips down a little bit more. One more. Breathing in, lift, open. Breathing out, crossing over, sinking the hips down, bending the knees. Stay there and breathe, or again, if it feels good, bringing the backs of the hands together. So really sort of sink the hips down and almost lifting the elbows up. Garandasana, eagle pose. Breathing here. Good. One more breath. And bringing the feet together. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips down. Utkatasana. Good. And coming back up. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a breath. Take the right leg back. Big lunge. Find your balance and breathe in and lift. Breathing out, open the wings, bend the back knee. Breathing in. Enjoy the movement. Inhale. Exhale. Open your wings. Breathing in to lift, lunge warrior, lift the heart. Press out through the back heel. Good. Belly in and up. Exhale, hands down. Lower back knee if you wish to. Inhale, left arm lifts for twist. Good. Stay there, breathe, deep breaths. One more. Exhale, bring the hand down either side of the foot. Turn the back heel in. Press into that back leg, press into both legs, draw the tailbone down, inhale, lifting up, warrior one. Stay there and breathe, bending the front knee. Great. Strong warrior, strong back leg, drawing the shoulders down. One more breath. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist and step that back foot forwards. A little way up your mat, good. Drawing the left hip back, squeezing the elbows in, lift the heart, stay there and breathe. Strong legs. Stay here, or perhaps on the exhale, folding from the waist. Halfway. Breathing deeply, drawing that left hip back. Perhaps even folding down, but just listen to your body and listen to your breath. Front knee can be a little bit soft. One more breath. Good. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale here. Taking the weight forwards onto that left foot this time, and the right knee lifts up, flexing that right foot strongly and drawing it into the chest with the hands, or into the body with the hands, or using something just to stabilize. So this time the right leg just crosses over the front. Good. That's great. And inhale, open the arms, press into the supporting leg. Good. And as you exhale, left arm comes over the top. And sink the hips down. So bend the knees. Yes. Inhale, open. Exhale. Sink down. Good. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Stay there and breathe. Or maybe taking the backs of the arms, or even binding the hands, but do what feels good. Sink the hips down. Good. Breathing. One more breath. And bringing the feet together, keeping the knees bent. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sink the hips down, roll the legs towards each other. Stay there, breathe. This time, exhale, folding down. Inhale, lengthen spine, look forward. Exhale, stepping back to all fours. And sinking the hips, descend the hips back and down into a child's pose. Knees can be wide. And rest the head down. Stay in your child's pose for a few breaths. Drawing the sitting bones down. Inhale, coming to all fours. Exhale, lowering down. Slide the legs back. Look at Cobra again. So engage the legs. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Squeeze the elbows together, tailbone drawing down. Lots to remember. Breathing in, lifting up. So perhaps not very far. Exhale, lowering down. And again, using the breath. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lower. One more. Breathing in, Cobra. Breathing out. Good. Send the arms back. Now down by the side of the body, and you're almost reaching towards the toes, keeping the forehead on the mat. So you can stay with your Cobra pose if that felt good and enough, or inhale, reach the fingertips back and lift the heart. Shalabhasana. Stay there and breathe. Perhaps lifting the feet, float them off and breathe. Good. Reach the fingertips back. Smooth breath. Lifting up. 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. And just resting one ear on the mat and letting the heels roll out to the side. Good. And coming back, all fours, downward facing dog. Walking your feet to the front of the mat. And lowering your hips down. And come to sitting. So finding your block again. And come to a sitting position. Good. So think about that lengthening through the spine. The legs are engaged, almost rolling together. Drawing your right knee in to your body and crossing it over the other leg. And just bring that extended leg across the body a little bit. That's it. So your left arm can hold or hug that right knee. And we're bringing the right fingertips behind us. So if you're like me, you can't reach the floor, just hold onto your block or your cushion. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. And breathe out, opening that back shoulder. And the head might not want to go, and that's absolutely fine. Just breathe here. One more breath. And exhale, back to center. Release the leg, extend the legs again. Good. We'll go straight to the other side. So bending your left knee, draw it in, cross it over, and just move that supporting leg. Good. So right hand hugs and bringing the other fingertips behind. Take a breath in, breathing out, opening, twisting, breathing. Stay there, breathe. So every inhale, lengthen the spine. And when you exhale, perhaps there's a little bit more space to rotate spine. Breathe. Deep breath. One more. And coming back to center. Extend the legs. Take a breath in, lift the arms all the way up this time. Exhale, hands to heart, hands to center. Inhale, lift. Keep the length in the torso. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Hands come down. Good. Take your mat, take your block out from underneath. And reach the arms, bend the knees, reach the arms forward. Feel that openness in the chest and the heart and the shoulders. Take a breath in. Breathing out slowly and gently, rolling down the spine, engaging the belly as you go down, down, down. Coming onto your back. Bending the knees. Sending the hips to the left. And lower the knees to the right for a twist. Sinking down into your mat. Lift your knees to center. Bend the hips to the right. Allow the knees to lower to the left.
Bring your knees back to center. And draw the knees into the chest now. Squeeze them in. Maybe rocking on the body on the mat. And then taking the outside edges of the feet for happy baby pose if it's there. Or the back of the legs is just as good. If you've got the feet, press the feet up into the hands and the hands down into the feet. And allow the spine to really lengthen along your mat. And you can move about and do what feels good here. Just gently massaging the spine on the back of the mat. Or feeling the spine lengthen. And slowly and gently release the legs, extending them down on the mat. Let the feet just roll out to the floor.
Your hands, palms facing up, just by a little way away from your body. Close the eyes. Let go. Relax the face, the eyes, jaw, tongue in the mouth. Let the breath just be natural. And allow your body to rest, let go, and feel. For the next few minutes, resting in this deep relaxation, Shavasana pose. And I'll guide you out of the pose when the time comes. So if you're happy lying in your Shavasana, please feel free to stay there as long as you wish, or otherwise start to move the fingers and the toes, hands and the feet. And if it feels good, take a big stretch of the arms behind you. Big stretch of the body. And again, drawing the knees into the chest. And gently rolling onto your side and staying on your side for a few moments. Taking some time here. And very slowly and gently, in your own time, coming back to sitting. And bringing your hands to your knees. And taking a few moments, pause to close your practice. Maybe noticing what feels different and how you feel. Bring your hands to your heart center. And thank yourself for your practice, for getting on your mat today. And thank you, everybody, practicing with me. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
I'll stop the recording.